Education is a giant leap to civilization. On this memorable day, we have with us an eminent personality with exceptional contributions. We are deeply honored to have among us our esteemed chief guest of the day, Mr. Thomas Kuruvilla, managing partner of T Little for the Middle East and India, and a member of its global board of directors. With over 2 decades of global leadership in management consulting, Mr. Kuruvilla has served as a strategic advisor to governments, leading corporations, and family business across the Middle East, Europe, Asia, and the United States. His expertise spans sectors such as telecommunications, transportation, healthcare, and economic development, where he played a transformative role in shaping policies and business strategies at a national and international level. He holds a degree in electrical and electronics engineering from Kerala University and a master's in business administration program from the Melbourne Business School, Australia, and Asian Institute of Management, Philippines. A man of many talents, he began his career at Larsen & Toubro and was also selected as a pilot officer with the Indian Air Force. In addition to his professional achievements, Mr. Kuruvilla is an accomplished educator, serving as a visiting faculty at prestigious institutions including Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, IIM Ahmedabad, and Masters Union, Delhi. He is also an advisory board member at FISAT Business School, SP Jain Global Business School, and Bennett University. Sir, it is a privilege to have with us today. With great honor, we invite you, sir, to deliver the graduation address.
A very, very good morning to all of you. My privilege, my pleasure to be addressing all of you. Very Reverend Father Bobby Alex, Father Dr. Roy Abraham, Dr. Lilikuti Jacob, distinguished faculty, esteemed guests, proud parents, and above all, the graduating students. Again, a very warm welcome and a good morning. It is really an honor and privilege to be here today, being part of a very meaningful milestone in your lives. My thinking today is to trigger some thoughts. It may be a little bit contradictory to what you think, but I want you to start thinking a bit more deeper on some topics, and that is the intention of my next 10 to 12 minutes today. Today's invitation is very, very special and personal to me. The principal of this esteemed institution, Dr. Lilikuti Jacob, is not only a remarkable academic leader, which you all know very well, but is also my father's younger sister. And the parents in Nigeria work. So when they were working in Nigeria, I stayed in Kerala with my grandparents, which is Dr. Lilikuti Jacob's parents. So we lived in the same house for around 10 to 12 years as brothers and sisters. Yeah. And she always used to put a lot of pressure on us because she was always the class topper. She always used to do well in studies. And obviously I was not so good in studies. So it was always under pressure. And even today, when she announced all the achievements, again, she's putting me under pressure, but I feel very proud about it. I know she looks younger to me, but she is few years older to me also. I also wanted to say something very simple, which it was already mentioned a few times, but I will still repeat that. It is gratitude. I think it is very, very important. I know it was said multiple times, but I think it is very, very important for you to be thankful to your parents, your mentors, your teachers, and the quiet moments of struggles they have gone through to get you to this level, and you have to be always thankful to that. Before I get into my next 10 minutes, let me trigger some deeper thoughts by making some statements that you may not feel comfortable with. I jokingly told your principal that you are taking a risk by inviting me, but she decided to take the risk. Maybe she did not have an option. I am sure most of you want to leave Kerala. A big mistake. It is a big mistake if anybody of you is thinking to leave Kerala, number one. Number two, all of you are very, very ambitious, correct? Am I right? Not a good idea. You should not be ambitious. I will tell you why. All of you are trained to say only the right things, not to make any mistake, correct? A mistake, not the right way to look at life. You want to prove that you're right. You want to prove that you're better than others. Not a good idea at all. Not at all a good idea. And finally, it is very, very important to be ethical and humble. I will also spend 1 or 2 minutes on that item. Now, I will go through some of these points and try to explain to you why I made these statements and why it is very, very important. To start with, okay, I have been hiring people from the best institutes in the world, from Harvard, from MIT, from London Business School, from IIMs, from everywhere in the world. I have been working with people across the entire world. I have 44 nationalities working in Arthur D. Little. Let me make a statement here. The most intelligent people in the entire world is from South India, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, across the entire world. But is that what the world knows us to be? No. It is, I will excuse the distinguished faculty and the members on the dais here and the faculty members here. It has to do with the type of education that we have all gone through. It has a lot of important values, but it has not allowed us to take risk. And I will explain some of those points, and I'm just triggering your thoughts so that it will be in your mind as you get out into this very difficult world. Now in Kerala, the most intelligent and the cheapest intelligence available in the entire world is in Kerala. I can tell you that for sure. It is an actual data. Now, we did a project in Dubai, Strategy 2071. In the next 10 to 15 years, 50 to 60% of the work that we are doing will be done offline from home. Education, 50% of the education will become online. I'm talking of 10 to 12 years, not in the next 2 to 3 years. 10 to 12 years time, education, half of it will go online. Medical services, half of it will go online. Many of the support systems that driving a car, driving a train, all of that will be autonomous, which means you will not have a driver driving the car. If somebody is cooking food, an autonomous vehicle will bring the food to you. Why I am explaining this is the jobs in the next 10 to 12 to 15 years need not be done in a premise, which means the majority of the job will shift to a location that is much cheaper with very good intelligence, which means the best place in the entire world is Kerala. Because China may have an advantage on cost and intelligence, but they are very, very weak on English language. So you need to understand in the next 10 to 12 years time, things will shift and will be outsourced to places like Kerala. Why it may not happen is because all of you are not available. So it is your own mistake not to be available in Kerala, and you go out and we will not get the jobs, right? The second point related to this is the cost of any goods today has dropped. You may think it has increased, it has not. If you look at the movie you are consuming, the amount you're paying for a movie, the amount you're paying for a transport to the airport, the amount you're paying for food that is coming through Swiggy or Zomato, every single item, the cost has come down. Everything. You may be surprised about it, but it is a fact. It is a fact. That is because of AI and digitalization has made it very efficient. And majority of the income is coming to the people who are producing it. The driver gets most of the money. The cook gets most of the money. Whoever is producing goods is generating the money. It doesn't go to the intermediate layer of logistics, transport, marketing, and sales. It is all collapsing because of internet, which means the money will and the income will come to people who are producing goods. You have to really understand that. Producing goods will start getting 80 to 90% of the income. Today, only 20 to 30% of the income is coming to the people who are producing the goods. 70 to 80% is getting leaked out, which will get eliminated, right? So, I very strongly believe that you should remain in Kerala. There's no need to go outside. The job market in the Middle East and US, the salary is coming down by 20 to 30% in the last 2 to 3 years. In Kerala, it is going up. And the trend will continue. It may be a bit more difficult for the next 1 or 2 years, but in the medium to long term, you are in the right place. And AI and digitalization is helping you to generate much more income. And you should keep that in mind when you take your future decisions. Now, you may be very surprised when I told you don't be ambitious. It's a very, very controversial statement. Ambition is a very self-centered, selfish motive. I repeat, you are only thinking about yourself. Whatever you do, you want to achieve something. I will give you an example. If I'm an ambitious person conducting this 15-minute session, the ambitious person will say, I want all of you to like Thomas Kuruvilla. I want all of you to praise Thomas Kuruvilla because he's very knowledgeable. That is an ambitious person thinking. It is very, very, very wrong. A passionate person will think that I want the students to learn something. I am not in the picture. You see? So there is a very wrong connotation of the bad behaviors that are getting triggered by ambition, because ambition forces you to manipulate things. You don't want to make mistakes. You don't want to lose time. You want to get to your goal at the shortest time, and you will manipulate things. You don't like to make mistakes. If you make a mistake, you are not happy about it because you lost time. If you are passionate, you are learning from a mistake. You see? So you have to really shift your mindset from being ambitious to be in a position to be passionate, to generate value, create value. And let me make one statement and close it on this particular topic. I have worked with the last 20, 25 years with hundreds or even thousands of successful people. The ambitious people, I repeat, the ambitious people are not the successful people. Because it is very, you can see through when I'm working with somebody, if somebody is doing something for his own benefit, because of his own ambition, versus somebody is doing because they're very passionate for the job, that is the person I will promote. And the promotion for people is not decided by you, it is by the people who are governing you. So if the person who is looking at you is valuing your passion, you will get promoted. And I commit to you, 100% of the successful people that I have seen are not ambitious people, they are passionate people. And that is the reason I said you need to really reset up your thinking about being passionate and ambitious. Second point I wanted to make is, we don't want to make mistakes. Big blunder. You want to hide your own mistakes. When you make a presentation to a group of people, if you see that there is a mistake and the audience is not realizing that, your tendency is to hide the mistake. Do you know that you learn only when you make a mistake and only when somebody is correcting your mistake? So, if your personality is to hide mistakes, not to do things that may show some mistakes, you are not learning at all. When you're repeating something which is right, which is good, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, you did not learn anything. But when you said 2 plus 2 is 5, and somebody comes and corrects you, you actually learn something. I'm not saying that you should not do the right things, but when you are doing the right things, you are not learning. You only learn when you make mistakes and you allow people to come and correct you, and you need to expose yourself by being happy when somebody comes and tell you, Thomas, you are making a mistake. You should be very excited. I'm making a mistake. Can you explain to me? And I start learning, right? When I interview students to come to Arthur D. Little, I ask them questions, and people think that when they go through the interview process, when they give the right answer, they think they got the job. No. I have not hired a single candidate in Arthur D. Little for giving the right answer. I do have a set of questions by which I can force the student to make a mistake. I have questions. I can take you, any of you, into a topic, and I will guide you to make a mistake. The person who admits the mistake is the person that I hire. So I repeat, the people that I have hired into Arthur D. Little are not the people who have given me the right answers, the people who have understood during the process that they have made a mistake and they got excited about not losing the job, excited about learning something. The fourth point I wanted to make is about team play. The problem with our education system is that they have made you very competitive. You want to be better than your colleague or your classmate. It's a big blunder, because your competition is not in your class. The competition is the world out there, where tomorrow when you join a company, the competition is your company is competing with another company, not the people around you. So while you are studying, while you are working, if you are trying to compete with the people around you, you are making a big mistake. It's a blunder, because you need to be always working as teams. I will make another statement, but I want you to take it in the right spirit. Please take it in the right spirit. I do not hire class toppers in Arthur D. Little. I do not hire class toppers in Arthur D. Little. But I'm telling you, take it in the right spirit. It is not because I don't want class toppers, because everybody has told them that you are very intelligent. You gave rank 1, rank 1, rank 1, and they have a lesser tendency to work with others because I am number 1. Why will I spend time with somebody else? Because he doesn't know as much as me. So normally the class toppers or people tend to become a bit more individualistic because they are better. By spending time with others, they are losing the time because they are more intelligent, but their personality development is completely deteriorated. You have to work with people who are better than you, because you will learn only when you work with people better than you. If you are the best, you are not learning. But the education system wants us to be the best. I want to be the best. I want to be the boss. I don't want to make any mistakes. You are becoming stupid day by day. Day by day, you are becoming a stupid person if you don't surround yourself with people who are better than you, admit your mistakes, and learn from them. One example, somebody was mentioning that I teach in IIM Bangalore. I did an experiment which I converted permanently in IIM Bangalore, that in my class, there are groups of students. So let us say there's a group of 5 students. Each of them have different grades. Somebody has 5, 3, 2. I give the lowest score to all 5 of them. I repeat, in a group of 5 people, if there are students with grade 5, grade 3, grade 2, all of them I give the lowest score. Immediately after I announce that, the person who is supposed to get 5, he starts teaching the student who is getting 3 and 2. Because his grade is not depending on his grade is depending on the lowest grade. So he started teaching the weakest student, and the person became extremely good, not because he was getting 5, because he learned the topic in a much more thorough manner to teach a weak student. See, so when you are trying to collaborate, work with team members and somebody who may not be as capable as you, the class topper himself is benefiting more, because you are able to educate somebody, and that is when you get to know about the topic much thoroughly, right? So there are a lot of benefits of what we are doing, and unfortunately our education system is not pushing in that way. The last point I wanted to cover is about diversity. We always judge people. We always say Thomas is right and you are wrong. Never. The reason I'm making this statement is I had the privilege to work in around 40 to 50 countries. I worked across multiple cultures, multiple religions, with Muslims, with Hindus, with Jains, I'm a Christian. You should never in your life say somebody is wrong and somebody is right. You should only say there is a difference in opinion. And I tell you, 90% of the time when I judge people that they were wrong, when I understand the context, the culture, the background, they were right 90 to 95% of the time. So never judge any people. Never say that you are right and somebody is wrong, because you are blocking your thinking. You are not learning about a different opinion. You are not challenging your thinking. So the moment somebody is challenging you, you should be very excited. I'm very happy. Explain to me why you think very differently. You understand his own logic, which is different than yours. So you learn something that is different and you will become much more knowledgeable. So these are the few messages I wanted to convey. But just to summarize that, just to string all of them together, you can see a pattern in what I'm trying to tell you. There is a pattern, even though it is 5 different distinct elements. If you're not ambitious, if you're not self-centered, you are very passionate, the outcome will be better, people will like you, you will be successful, you will admit mistakes, you will not be opinionated. Failure is not a defeat. Failure is a direction. You will never hold your opinions highly because you're passionate. You're not ambitious. When you're ambitious, you hold everything very tightly and you're not open for ideas, right? And finally, to the first point, try to be in Kerala. I'm almost very sure that if you all stay in Kerala, it will be one of the best places. May not be in the next 2 to 3 years, but you have another 25, 30, 40, 50 years to come. It will be the best place in the world if students like you stay back. If all of you run, then there is nobody to make it good, right? So thank you very much for your attention. God bless you. Wishing you all the very success. I have no doubt that all of you will do very well. I was listening to the achievements made by Dr. Lilikuti Jacob. Very great group of people. And it's my privilege to be with you today to share some of my thoughts. Feel free to connect with me anytime. Thomas Kuruvilla on LinkedIn. I'm happy to take up a debate with anybody. If any single person out of the 400 students connects with me, I will reply to you and let us be in touch. Thank you very much. God bless you.